Welcome back to Trader UK, the money management channel. I recently noticed that I've been using the trading platform Degiro for one whole year now, so I wanted to share with you the real cost of trading with this platform. I've totaled up all the fees that I've incurred throughout the year, and I'm going to share them with you today, which should give you a good idea of what to expect with this platform. So if you are already using or thinking of using Degiro, make sure you watch this video first so you're not caught with any nasty surprises. Before we get going today, if you could smash the like button for me, I would really appreciate it as it helps out a lot with the channel. And of course, if you do enjoy today's video, then don't forget to subscribe for more similar content. If you haven't used Degiro before, this is what I'm sharing with you on screen. It's known as a low-fee stock trading platform, but like most trading platforms, it's not just the transaction fee that you need to watch out for and take into account. There can be other hidden costs. Of course, the fees will depend on what products you're trading, how often you're trading, and in what quantity. So firstly, let me switch across to my account and I'll give you a good idea of what I get up to in there. So this account I use for simple buying and selling of shares only. The majority of the companies I invest in are US companies, but I also invest in UK companies and occasionally elsewhere. The portfolio value has varied across the year. When I first started with Degiro, it was with around £5,000, and at the highest point, the portfolio was probably worth just over £30,000. The strategy tends to be buy and hold, although I have shifted a few positions throughout the year, so I would say it's pretty typical of most retail investors. If you are a Degiro user, you can actually go and find all the fees that you've incurred by using the activity tab, clicking on account statement here, and then you just need to date range for the period. What I then did was export it to Excel and you can easily sort through it. Now I've actually done all the hard work here already and I've exported all of the transactions into a spreadsheet. I've blanked out the totals for the moment and I'm going to reveal them in a second. I was actually quite surprised at how many different fees I was incurring. When you're looking at trading platforms and apps, the headline is always about the transaction fees. Lots of commission-free platforms out there. But, of course, there are more fees to watch out for. There were actually a total of 4 different fee types that I was charged throughout the year. I'm going to start with the smallest and then I'm going to work my way up to the largest fee. Now, the first fee here at the top, exchange connection fees, is actually one that I wasn't really aware of. Of course, it's there in the T's and C's, but clearly I didn't pay enough attention to this because throughout the year I was charged a total of €12.50 for exchange connection fees. With Degiro, you're charged $2.50 per year for each market that you trade on. And it's not calculated per country either, as I've been charged here $2.50 for the Nasdaq, $2.50 for the New York Stock Exchange. Because I've always had a fairly sizable portfolio in here, it's not something that I've really noticed being deducted from the account. But if you were trading with just a few £100s, this could put a sizable dent in its value. Next up, we have another smallish charge, but of course, again, I didn't really see this one coming. Here we've got them listed as corporate action fees. I've had to convert it across here for you, but it comes to a total of €14.27, which took place in a number of different transactions throughout the year. These are labeled as corporate transaction fees. It's essentially when something happens to your stock holding. Most of the time, it's not in your control, and sometimes you don't even do anything with it, but you're still charged for it. Things that fall into this category include rights issues, mergers, takeovers, and stock splits, which we had 2 high-profile examples of this year with Tesla and Apple stock. So again, this is another fee I didn't even notice until I exported all of the transactions and worked through them one by one. The third fee here isn't what I would call a hidden fee at all, because it is clearly displayed on the fees page, but it is one where the charge isn't hugely visible within your account. It's going to be the foreign exchange fee, and that's why I've got a list here of all the foreign currency transactions that I've made, all the buys and sales in dollars, euros, any foreign currency. And that's because when I buy a share in Tesla, for example, I just see a price quoted in dollars, $400 per share. And as I buy one share, all I actually see is, say, £300 deducted from my cash balance. So really, you need to actually go and calculate this one for yourself. The foreign exchange fee is 0.1% and it's applied on all currency movements. Now, bearing in mind, my account balance is held in pounds sterling, but I mainly invest in US stocks. This is charged on a regular basis. Every time I buy or sell a foreign stock, the money needs to be converted back to pounds and therefore the fee is applied. And across the last year here, I've bought and sold around 47,000 euros worth of foreign stocks. When you apply the foreign exchange fee, that's a charge just over 47 euros. Add that to our two previous charges, and we're starting to see things add up. And the final fee here that I have incurred is going to be the biggest one. When I signed up with Degiro, I was 100% aware of the transaction fees, but when you see fees like 0.04% per transaction, you kind of dismiss them and you don't think they'll have an impact on your portfolio. But across my first year of trading, I have clocked up a total of 167 euros worth of transaction fees, which is a sizable amount. I know lots of people trade more often than myself as well, so you can imagine this fee can really rack up. So all in all, my first year trading with Degiro, highlighted in yellow at the bottom here, it's cost me 241 euros and 8 cents. Fortunately for me, this portfolio is just about in the green at the moment, so it's not too much of a tough pill to swallow, but I'm 100% sure if I was in the red and then realizing that 240 euros of that was charges, then I would not be happy. Having said that, I haven't actually been making any new purchases with this account for at least a few months now, so this bill could easily be higher. That's everything for today, guys. Let me know in the comments if you've been caught with any unexpected charges with your trading platform. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.